Very good morning, students. Today we will see about the next part of acids and bases. This is the theory which explains hard and the soft nature of acids and bases. Do you know what is the definition of an acid? That acids gives the color to the litmus, that blue litmus turns to the red. Arrhenius scientists who suggest that Arrhenius acids form hydronium ions in water and bases form hydroxide ions in water. This definition assumes that water is the solvent, whereas Bronsted and Lowry they expanded upon the Arrhenius definitions and defined acids as proton donors, whereas bases are proton acceptor. And they also introduced the concept of conjugate acid base pairs. About the other solvents, we can say about that for any solvent which can dissociate into cation and the anion, the cation is the acid whereas the anion acts as the base. Any solute that causes an increase in the concentration of the cation is an acid, and those solutions that increase the concentration of an anion are the bases. So the positive cation ions they are acids, whereas the negative are the bases. They are anions. Lewis is the scientist who explains about the acids and bases that a base is an electron pair donor and an acid is an electron pair acceptor. Remember again, Lewis suggests that acids are electron pair acceptor, whereas bases are electron pair donors. The two combine to form an adduct. So A is the one compound, whereas it combines with the B which has the two electrons. There is the formation of AB compound in which the B has donated the electron to the A to form the bond between them. This is about the Lewis concept about the acids and bases. This definition includes the standard Bronsted-Lowry acid-base reaction. Just see which is explained on the screen, that is H plus which comes from an acid in aqueous condition. When it gets combined with the ammonia in aqueous condition, there is the formation of NH4 plus in aqueous. It also includes the reaction of metal ions or atoms with ligands to form coordination compound. So, you know the coordination definition about the bond, that is nothing but in which the electron pair is donated by the one atom to the another and the molecule which is formed by the coordination compound. So, it is ordinated by the metal. See the silver metal in aqueous condition which combines with the two molecules of ammonia, there is the formation of silver ammonia. Lewis acids and bases. In addition, electron deficient compounds such as trivalent boron is categorized as a Lewis acid. So the trimethyl boron, when it is added with the ammonia, there is the formation of CH3 thrice B, whereas ammonia is donated the pair to the boron. The HOMO on the Lewis base interacts with the electron pair in LUMO of the Lewis acid. The molecular orbitals of adduct are lower in energy and both are frontier orbitals if there is a net lowering of energy, the adduct is stable. See on the screen, whereas BF3 and the ammonia, in this case, the adduct which is formed by showing in the diagram how it is to be bonded with each other, and there is the formation of a coordinate compound. Lewis acids and the bases, there is a possibility of competing reaction pathways depending upon which reactant are present and the relative strategies of possible products. As a result, a compound such as water may serve as an acid and a base an oxidizing agent, which is from the group first A and second A metals, or a reducing agent F2. A Lewis base has an electron pair in its highest occupied molecular orbital of suitable symmetry to interact with the lower unoccupied molecular orbital of the Lewis acid. The closer the two orbitals are in the energy, the stronger the bond between the adduct. Remember again, the HOMO, highest occupied molecular orbital, and the LUMO, that is the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, where is the adduct it is formed. Hard and soft acids bases, which explains again the polarizability of an acid or base, which plays a role in its reactivity. Hard acids and bases are small, compact and non-polarizable. Again I am saying that hard it means which is of having that the capability to non-polarize. They are small, compact and non-polarizable, whereas soft acids and bases are larger in size with a more diffuse distribution of electrons, so they can easily polarizable. Hard and soft acids bases, in addition to their intrinsic strength, inner strength, hard acid reacts preferentially with hard bases and soft acids react preferentially with soft bases. So there is the attraction between hard and the soft, so where as it explains in a concept, that is hard acid reacts preferentially with the hard bases only to form the compounds, whereas soft acids react preferentially with the soft bases. Example which is given with the silver fluoride, silver chloride, silver bromide and silver iodide. In this case, silver is the same metal which contains and which bonds with the halogen according to the size. See, silver fluoride whose solubility product is 205, and silver iodide it is 8.3 into 10 raised to minus 17. So see the solubility product difference between them, whereas the iodine is the soft and the fluorine is the hard. And this is the silver which is of a portland which bonds with it. There is the formation of a bond tight which is of having that the capacity to become soluble. So this is the about the example of hard and soft interaction. Another example which is giving about the lithium halides, whereas that lithium bromide, lithium chloride, lithium iodide and the lithium fluoride, which is of showing that the solubility between them. In lithium fluoride should have a higher solution energy than the other salts, yet it is the least soluble in water. This is due to the strong acid strength of lithium and the hard base of fluorine, which is the interaction which is forming between them, it is very strong. About the thiocyanate bonding, thiocyanate is the ligand which displays the linkage isomerism from the nitrogen as well as the sulfur also. But at once, as a ligand coordinates to metal via the sulfur or the nitrogen, see the example of mercury ion bonds with the sulfur, a soft interaction which is formed, whereas zinc ion bonds by the nitrogen atom. For example, the solubility product K for ligand, the exchange energy which explains with the reaction which shown in a methylene mercury water molecule which reacts with the hydrochloric acid. There is the formation of, and see the K value, that is 1.8 into 10 raised to 12, and in this HF there is the 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 2. See the reactions which are to be formed with the solubility product. These reactions explain correct the strength of the solubility product between the metal and the ligand. Hard and the soft acids bases, they have been many attempts to categorize various metal ions and the anions to predict reactivity, solubility, etc. R.G. Pearson, the scientist, 1963 categorized acids and bases as either hard or soft using the Kf values. Hard acids bond in the order fluorine, chlorine, bromine and the iodine, which is of having that the increasing in energy. Soft acids bond in the order, that is iodine, then bromine, then chlorine and then fluorine. Hard acids or bases are compact with the electrons held fairly tightly by the nucleus. They are not very polarizable, whereas fluorine is a hard base and metal ions such as lithium a hard acid. So there is the reaction which is to be formed between them and the bond becomes very strong. Large, highly polarizable ions are categorized as a soft. Iodide is a soft base and the transition metal with low large density such as silver ion are considered to be soft acid. So, silver iodide, the bond which is formed between them, it is very strong because soft interaction. So the Pearson concept is very clear by seeing these two examples. Hard acids tends to bind with hard bases and soft acids always tends to bind to soft bases. Remember again the Pearson, he explained about the hard and soft strengths about the acids and bases. What he explains? Hard acid tend to bind with hard bases whereas soft acids tend to bind with the soft bases. Let us see, do you solve the problem between this? See, predict the solubility which is of high or low by knowing about the hard and soft concept of silver fluoride, silver iodide, lithium fluoride, lithium iodide using this concept, and explain me with it by the mail. Now the charge density between the hard acid. Hard acids typically have a high charge density. They are often metal ions with a higher positive charge and small ionic size. Their d orbitals are often unavailable to engage in pi bonding. And the soft acids have lower charge density, lower ionic charge and greater ionic size. Their d orbitals are available for pi bonding. Soft acids are often second and the third row transition metals with the oxidation state +1 or +2 charge and filled or nearly filled d orbital. So this is about the charge density. So the hard acids which are having positive charge which is higher and low charge density about soft acids, they are having that positive charge which is lower. Now you are seeing about on the screen, whereas the hard acids, soft acids and the borderline, the metal which are to be showing that their own position in a hard, soft and the borderline. Same way, effect of oxidation which is formed with the acids, it is also shown on the screen. Go through it. Now this is third chart which explains that hard bases, borderline bases and the soft bases. In this case, the water, fluorine, nitrate, carbonate, NaC, they are the hard bases, and iodide, sulfate, carbon monoxide, and the C6H6, they are the soft bases. Now this table which explains about the effect of oxidation again, that the ligands which are to be placed under the hard bases, borderline bases, and the soft bases. Linkage bite. Linkage bite, it means when the ligand has the two of donating elements in between it, like the thiocyanate on which is a bonding sometimes with the nitrogen and sometimes with the sulfur. So what is the exactly it means? The nitrogen tends to coordinate with the harder acids such as silicon, whereas the sulfur tends to coordinate with the softer acids such as platinum, due to what? Hard and the soft concept. So whereas platinum, it is to be there, it is to be bonded with the thiocyanate with the softer side, that is sulfur, and the silicon likewise it is bonded with the nitrogen which is of a hard, and therefore there is the bonding with the same ligand with the different metal, which explains that the effect of linkage site by the hard and the soft, or we can say Pearson concept. Now on the screen you have seen about the effect of oxidation concept. Effect of oxidation number, copper 2 to copper 1, it forms on acid hardness. SO3 to SO2 on acid hardness. NO3 minus to NO2 minus, that is on base hardness, and SO4 2 minus to SO3 2 minus, that is on base hardness. So the sulfate and the nitrate, they are of base hardness, whereas that sulfur dioxide and the copper one, they are acid hardness. Now the strength, it is important to realize that hard and the soft consideration have nothing to do with acid or base strength. An acid or base may be hard or may be soft and also be either weak or strong. In a competition reaction between two bases for the same acid, you must consider both the relative strength of the bases and the hard soft nature of each base and the acid. Consider the example in this case which is shown on the screen, that zinc oxide and the lithium C4H9, which is of forming, there is the formation of zinc C4H9 twice plus Li2O. In this case, zinc ion is a strong Lewis acid and the oxide ion is a strong Lewis base, and therefore there is the formation of the bond which is very strong. Acid base strength, again the another example which is explained with the zinc oxide. In zinc is the soft, where is the oxygen, it is the hard, and the second product which second reactant, it is the lithium C4H9. In this case lithium is hard and C4H9, that is the soft. So the product which is to be formed, or the bonding which is to be formed between the zinc and the C4H9, so there is the product which combines with it, and Li2O with a hard uh, reaction. Zinc ion is a strong Lewis acid and the oxide ion is a strong Lewis base. Lewis acid and the Lewis base, again I am explaining that they are Lewis acids are electron pair donors, and where electron pair acceptors, and whereas Lewis bases are electron pair donors. However, the reaction process to write, that is the K is less than 1, because hard soft considerations override acid base strength consideration, and this is nothing but that many of reactions, they tend to bind with the following the Pearson concept, that is hard acid always tend to bind with the hard bases, whereas the soft acid tend to bind with the soft bases. Now the adduct, the nature of the adduct formation, that is hard acid or hard bases, adducts tend to have more ionic character in the bonding, and these are generally more favored energetically. Soft acids, soft bases, adducts are more covalent in nature. Some considerations: as the adduct forms, there is usually change in the geometry around the Lewis acid bind. Here, the example which is explained with the BX3 and the NCH3 thrice, there is the X3B and methylene thrice. The stability of the adduct is BBr3, which is the first of bonded with it, BCl3, and last one it is the BF3. This order seems opposite of what would be expected based on halogen size and the electronegativity. So fluorine is more electronegative, so it will bond with that of boron, which is very strong. Other consideration which explains with the empty 2p orbital and fill up of the orbital, the reactivity pattern suggests some degree of pi bonding in BF3. Another consideration is steric factor can play a role. An example of the unfavorable reaction between the N C6H5 thrice and BCl3. The large phenyl groups interact with the chlorine atoms on boron to destabilize the product. Let us see about some applications of hard and soft. In Quille scheme, a series of chemical reactions used to separate and identify the presence of dozens of metal ions is based largely on the hard and the soft properties of the metal. The softer metals are precipitated out as a chlorides or sulfides, with the harder ions formed as a carbonates. So the screen, the table which is of showing about the group 1, group 2, in this case the hard and the soft acids, HCl is the reagent and the precipitates are silver chloride, lead chloride and the mercury chloride. Group 2, it is the borderline and the soft. Group 3, it is also the borderline. Group 4, it is the hard because large size and oxidation state it is less. And the group 5, it is also the hard. Evidences: in geometry, the elements in the earth crust are classified as lipophiles or chalcophiles. The lipophile elements are typically found as silicate, that is bonded by oxygen atom with the lithium metal, magnesium, titanium, aluminium and the chromate metals. These are the hard Lewis acids. Due to what? That they are to be accepting the electron pair from the ligands. And the chalcophile elements are typically found as a sulfides or bonded to selenium, tellurium. They include cadmium, lead, bismuth, etc. These are soft Lewis acids which are donating the electron pair towards the ligand. Zinc ion, which is borderline and is typically found as a sulfide. Dear students, this is nothing but the nature which we are also following our day-to-day life. So the hard, it means that those persons or those fellows or those human beings which are not ready to make friendship or to be mixed with the other persons as much easily as we are. So we are saying that he is very hard. Likewise, same that hard